Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you happen to be watching this. It's Advent of Code 2021 Day 1. That means it is almost 9 p.m. November 30th, which, starts December 1st, midnight, Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Pacific Standard Time, so, yay for me. Just a brief, little bit of housekeeping here. If you want to follow along with the code, I will be pushing it up here to my GitHub project, github.com/BradWilson/advent-2021. I have set up a template for this already. I don't know if the template is going to be right. It's based on the template from last year, but it's on the assumption that generally speaking, you have data that comes in a data file, and you need to compute two parts of the value to get the 2 stars. Those tend to be large values. So if I need to mess with the template a bit, I might have to do that today. But in general, hopefully this will work. So we'll see when we get to the first problem, which is up right now. All right, minding your own business of the ship. When your overboard alarm goes off, you rush to see that you can help. All right, before you know it, you're inside a submarine. Elves kept ready for situations like this. Covered Christmas lights, experimental antenna. There's a little meter, 0 to 50 stars. Your instincts tell you that in order to save Christmas, you need to get all 50 stars. Yeah, okay. The submarine drops below the surface of the ocean and automatically performs a sonar sweep. On a small screen, sonar sweep report, your puzzle input. This is going to be our puzzle input. Appears. Each line is a measurement of the seafloor depth. For example, suppose you have the following report. Okay, we're going to go ahead and throw that in our input file. That'll be our first set of data. This report indicates that scanning outward from the submarine sonar found depths of 199, 200, 208, 210, and so on. First order of business is to figure out how quickly the depth increases, just so you'll know what you're dealing with. You never know if the keys will get carried in deeper water. Do this. Count the number of times the depth measurement increases from the previous measurement. There's no measurement before the first measurement. In the example below, changes are as follows. Okay. Increased, 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 decreased, increased. Okay, fine. 7 measurements that are larger than the previous measurement. How many measurements are larger than the previous measurement? Okay, good. So that's pretty straightforward. So for part 1 here, what we want to do is we want to say our first value is going to be data sub 0. Data is a string, right? So we're going to do int parse on that string. All right, and then for each, let's do for index is 1, index is less than or equal to data.length. All right, so we're going to say, yes, we're going to say last value. That's what we'll call as last value, right? All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to say if data, let's get value, we'll int parse data index. If value is greater than last value, right, we need to count increments. All right, then we double plus increments, and then last value is our value. All right, then we return increments. All right, so there you go. We run that, we should get 7. Index is outside the bounds of the array. Yep, that's because I did greater than or equal to instead of greater than. Or less than, sorry. Okay, so we got 7. That's what we wanted to see. Okay, great. So here's the actual puzzle input. So let's go ahead and grab that, and we'll throw this in our input now. And we'll run this, and we'll get a number. And we'll throw that number in our answer. Okay, next. Considering every single measurement isn't useful. Instead, consider the sums of the 3 measurement sliding window, again, compared to the above example. Okay. That's fine. Start by comparing the first and second 3 measurement windows. The measurements in the first window are marked A. Okay. Their sum is 199, 200, 208. The second window is marked B. Their sum is 618. The sum of the measurements is the second window. Then the second window is larger, so that's increased. So your goal is now to count the number of times the sum of measurements in the sliding window increased. So if we go back to this old set of data, all right, so this is the old set of data. We're trying to count increases in the windows. So what we want to do here is we want to say last window. Let's see. Let's say compute window. Compute window. Start index. All right. We're going to return. I'm going to return data. Let's see. What we're going to do is, instead of constantly in parsing these, we're going to select and parse on the line, little I. And we don't have to constantly in parse everybody, right? Data 0, data IDX. Fine. Okay, so return data start index plus data start index plus 1 plus data start index plus 2. Okay, right? And so now when we compute the window, what we really want here is var last window size is compute window of 0. Okay, and now what we want is increments again. We're going to return increments. And we want to say for IDX, we're actually going to start now at, let's say 3. All right, and we're going to say the value is compute the window on index minus 2. So this is the last item in the array that makes this comparison easier. All right, and then we do this, and we'll call you last value again. All right. Okay, so given the sample data, we should now get 5. So you believe that that's 5. Okay, that's good. So let's go ahead and run this again. And we'll grab that number and put that there. And there we go. We got a star. Not too bad. We're done in about 6 minutes. Can't complain about that. Let's take a peek into the leaderboards. All right, Angus got 24 points. Done before me. Good job, Angus. And a bunch of people done before me here in my work list. But we'll take 162 points. That's not so bad. Awesome. Well, that was pretty easy as day ones go. Day ones are usually pretty easy to get you sort of into the flow of things. And so, that's it. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow.